Hello once again, gamers. Cruznik X back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. We have finally done it. We have hit level 50 on Bard. We are finally gonna get the chance to end this storyline once and for all. And hopefully Jehanel will gain his confidence back and not leave us for dead another frickin' time. So this is the level 50. Tonight we're going to be doing the level 50 Bard quest. Before we begin, for those of you who are just joining us in this endeavor, let me give you a brief rundown as to what we're actually doing. To do that, we need to go to our Disciple of War quests. Our Disciple of War quests to our Disciple of War job quests. So, in the quest Song of Bards and Bowmen, we met Jehanel, a man formerly known as the God's Bow, who recently returned to the Twelves Wood. Many wanted to learn mastery of the bow from him, and he turned them all down, except for us. Except for our character, because, for reasons. It seemed like we had the ability to become a full-fledged bard. In the Archer's Anthem, we did a little bit of training in the ways of the bard, learning various songs. So, we learned various songs throughout the, yeah, we learned a lot. In doing it the Bard way, we discovered that in Bard's Eye View, we learned of a song called The Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. In doing it the Bard way, we learned that vainglorious fool of the ballad was none other than Jehanel himself. And he was unable to really do much in terms of archery due to that sad fact. In Pieces of the Past, we earned 4 out of the 5 pieces of choral attire, as you can plainly see by what we're wearing right now. So, of course, tonight has to be the night where Team Malice has to freaking show up in the area, so everybody's freaking okay, it's dead. Now the rest of you, get the fuck out of here. Alright, anyways. Let's get right down to it and do this quest now that it's all done and over with. So, tonight we're going to be doing the level 50 quest, Requiem for the Fallen. You have done well, my young apprentice. In returning with the choral attire, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further reason to withhold from you the existence of the final piece in the set. The piece that has brought us together. Listen well, Chris. When I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the Twelves Wood. That I now forsake my oath is for no other reason than to impart my knowledge to one who would succeed me. Lest you wonder why I should deem that so important, permit me to relate to you an event which brought about a great change in me. In my most recent journey, My most recent journey had taken me to Ul'dah, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace early one morn. Browsing the wares on display, mine eyes were met with a relic from my past. A piece from the choral attire that I had discarded decades before, countless malms away. I felt at once that it was not mere chance that had reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with nary a pause. Holding the garment in my hands, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived in the Twelveswood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills. Amongst those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry and verse. Sorely discouraged and regretting my decision, I made to strike camp and leave the Twelvewood once more, never to return. It was then that you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I am fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Your coming has instilled me with the courage to attend that matter of which I spoke earlier. I am ready to make a pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I have been haunted by visions of my fallen comrades, torment graven upon their bloodied faces. Lost to hope, but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land aimlessly, seeking a place to die, but the heavens denied me even that. Yet just when it seemed that despair would draw me wholly into its back abyss, never to emerge again, a melody resounded within me. It was then that I awakened to the power of song, and found new purpose in life. I embarked upon a journey to master such verses as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I might lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It has taken long years, but now I believe I can offer a requiem worthy of my comrades. To do so, however, I require one last favor of you, Chris. I would have you escort me to the west of the Observatorium, in the Kurthus Central Highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Your presence kindles within me a courage I had thought lost. I would have none other by my side as I undertake this pilgrimage, now, as I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once you arrive, I ask that you pay respects with another bouquet of Nemea lilies. When my requiem is sung, you shall have the final piece of the choral attire. Heed me, O puissant Elthic. Reverse thee the dance of the stars athwart the night sky, that we might ease the suffering of souls long departed. Alright, off to the Kurthus Central Highlands. I keep forgetting I'm on my max level character, so I kind of... yeah. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. West is the observatory. Wow, that is really close. It's like right outside the gates. Alright, here we are. Why haven't I noticed this rock before? Alright, let's do it. Oh, of course the Eeks will have to show up. We are surrounded, and our foes seem disinclined to listen to parley. You must survive this, Chris. My soul is overburdened with the deaths of too many dear companions. Let's do it. My bow. I cannot. Does cruel fate seek to stain my hands once more? Have I not drank deep enough of bitter regret? I shall aid you as best I can. Chris, to my side! No more lives will be lost to my folly. May my songs envelop and protect you. Give me one more. Chris, you must not fall. Hear my song and be invigorated. Duty complete. Good thing I remembered Reign of Death, huh? Chris. Without you, I would not be standing here this day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, my friends. I have kept you waiting over long. Well, it's about bloody time. The Keeper be praised. I can wield a bow once more. It was you, young one, who helped me to remember how. I had known this for some time, but your presence is as a salve for the wounds of my soul. Your coming has delivered me from the nightmares of my past. My worthy successor, to you I entrust the final piece of the choral attire. Don it, and go forth to fill the hearts of men with courage and purpose. Though the seasons may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eye, so long as there is life, there is reason to hope. Thank you, Chris, for showing me the truth of this. With the blood of my comrades upon my hands, to simply draw breath racked me with such guilt as I could not bear. But the time for mourning is past. I shall take up the bow once more, and lend what aid I can to the gods' quiver. In fighting for those who yet live, I do my fallen comrades the greatest honor. What, did we realize something? Yet another melody resounds within you, I see. Then there is naught more I can impart to you. As equals, let us together give praise to life and all the joy that it brings. Heed me, O puissant Althic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might exalt in all the glory. In thine exalted name we sing, that the living may savour life, and the departed know true peace. In thine Oh, I already read that part. It didn't turn over yet. There we go. Your compassion unlocks echoes of an ancient melody within you. Alright, can we get out of this cold now? I'm really starting to hate the snow. Or maybe not. I thank you again, Chris. You have blessed this old fool with the gentle touch of salvation. Eose awaits. Go forth now and inspire endless hope and courage with the beauty of your songs. May we one day meet again. And with that, we have completed the A Realm Reborn Bard storyline. With it, we have learned a new skill. Battle Voice. This concludes the Bard quest for Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have a registered product key for Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Ward to your service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Bard quest will be available from Jehanel. Now the question is, where will Jehanel be? Will he be in Quarry Mill like all the other times, or will he be somewhere else? Let's just check the map, and then we'll head to a settlement. Yep, he will be right back there. Alright, so, first and foremost, let's hit New Gridania, so we can, So, we got some new items in the, in the repertoire. First and foremost, we've got the final piece of our choral attire, the choral shirt. And look at that, I look like a fully fledged bard now. But that's not all we obtained, and definitely not all I'm going to show. First and foremost, I got to check to see that the armory chest is properly fitted and emptied before we even think of, we don't need that anymore, so that can go. And now we have to empty my Alright, that should be more than enough. So, the last piece of the puzzle is that we've gotten this handy little chest that we can only open in protected settlements. With the full set of Bard's attire. So, with it, we gain some new items. First, for the helm, we get the Bard's chapeau, a lighter colored version of our original Bard attire, of our original coral attire. We get the Bard's shirt, which is more of a pinkish purpley of the coral shirt. The Bard's ring bands, which are silver instead of bronze. The Hero's Belt of Aiming. The Bard's tights, which still has the two-tonage, but a little bit purplier. And finally, the Bard's sandals, which are brighter and more elegant. But that is essentially all there is to it. We are now a full-fledged Bard, and we can move on to bigger and better things. And that completes the Bard quests for A Realm Reborn. So when next we meet, we're going to be doing the next set of, we're going to be heading towards the next, path, and we're going to be working on our thaumaturge next, to which we'll be working on the magic users next, bottom line. So we will be donning the cowl and becoming a black mage. But that's it for this episode of Cruznik's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch TV/CruznikX and you like this show, feel free to hit follow below and be sure to leave a be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of my live streams. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CruznikX and you like this show, feel free to hit the like button below, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch the next Path of quest. Click here to watch more videos by me, and click here to watch the previous episode. Until next time, CruznikX, signing out.